I'm gonna try to hold this really steady for you. I was actually making this for my buddy Ryan because I was kind of talking about how I've been having to kind of be at the mercy of other people and rely on them to help me load big bikes and stuff in the back of my truck. So I want to show you guys the winch setup and how I did everything. Anyways, this is my big Vulcan 900. It's about 1,000-pound bike. It's pretty heavy. As you can see, I have a Y strap, goes around the forks, and then I hook my winch to it, which comes up to here. Runs on my little temporary 12-volt battery setup that I have over there. Pulls up to 2,000 pounds on a 45-degree incline. Just is slightly more than 45 degrees. It's actually a pretty considerable incline. I know the GoPro is going to make it look crazy, but yeah, you can see the big hook in it. So this is actually quite a pull for a, you know, small winch, but it'll pull 5,000 to 6,000 pounds on flat, and it'll pull 2,000 pounds up 45 degrees. It's a little bit more than 45 degrees, but it does accomplish its task. So what I did is I had to specifically design all this myself and think about what I was going to do. You guys won't be able to see it, but behind here I have running bars that actually run the length of the bed of the truck to create support. So when I put the bolts through the bed, for those of you guys who know, bed is very, like, you can see it's very thin material. It's not thick at all, so I needed some supports behind it to keep this from folding into a V shape while you were pulling stuff up on it using a lot of pressure. You didn't want this to just absolutely fold and V in, so I had to do that, and then obviously lock it into place with the bolts. Then temporary 12-volt battery. I'll actually be extending this wire to reach the battery to my truck, so I don't have to carry an extra 12-volt with me. And then if I want to, I can just grab that handle, the winch disconnects from the truck, and I can pull it right out. So I'm gonna show you how I do this by myself. I don't know the best angle to show this to you guys. Probably back here, if I was to take a guess here. Let me see what this looks like here. If I just set you right there, I think you guys have a pretty good idea what's going on. So I'm gonna show you how I do this all by myself, right? As you can see, that's pretty much how it's done. Nothing really much to it. From here, I can just kind of push. The bike goes in. That's the extent of what happens. That's pretty much how it goes down. So keeps me from having to do way more work. Normally, I have my little step ladder instead of a bucket. I just made the video to show a friend real fast. That's what this was about, so. Yep, pretty easy. Pretty easy. That's why the bucket's kind of a scary thing. So, anyways, winch pulls it up there. Now bear in mind, that's a really crappy battery I have. So when it got to the halfway point or near the top, it started to struggle. That's because that battery had under like 11 volts before we even got started. So I gotta go to Ron's and pick up my other good battery, and the winch will function a lot better once I have a little better battery on it, but it is what it is. So just want to show you on that crappy little battery, it does have the capability to pull that big bike up there with just a little support from me, so I don't have to do the work anymore. So it doesn't hurt me. I just pull the winch out, back it up, away we go. So I'll show you what that looks like now again. So there you go. pretty simple. Once it's in there, you just push it forward, disconnect your winch, and you're done. So that's it. And then when you back it off the trailer, that's the easy part. You just push and slowly walk it down. That's the really simple part. So there you go. You guys see firsthand how I pick up big bikes now by myself. That's the rig I designed. You can see that little 12-volt winch does pretty good. And my paper's peeling off, I see. Sun got the best of it today. Yeah, yeah, because now it's like kind of sticking. I can't even pull it off. Anyways, so, yep. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Let's get all this disconnected. And then I back this winch off and I hook it to one of my bars. Like so. And then I tighten it down again. So it keeps the slack on it, or the, you know, keeps it from unwinding, do the unnecessary slack, and that's pretty much it. I just leave it tucked on there, and whenever I want to use it, just disconnect and away we go. So disconnect my straps now and back the bike off. So when I get home, I can do it all myself. Like I said, I couldn't rely on other people because nobody's on the same time frame that Dan is. Dan's doing things by himself, so I gotta have a setup to be able to do things by yourself, you know. So anyways, there you go. Big bike, pulled it right in the back of the truck. I didn't have to do any work other than just kind of guide it a little bit, keep a little bit of right hand pressure on it, and that was the gist of it. That was it. Once it's up here, I just push it off to the left or remove the winch and then park it right where the winch is at, whatever I want to do. So there you go. Want to move big bikes yourself? That's how you do it.
Are you sure this is okay? You're in country, dude. Live a little. Now she's pretty sensitive, so go easy on the throttle, okay? All right.